Now, listen, you guys, this is 2024, and this is exactly the state of female rap, where one female rapper feels like because they have given a certain critic a lap dance in the past, they are supposed to coddle them, when it comes to criticizing their music. And so that's a continuation that we're going to be doing. I've already done part one, and I'm just going to show you the manipulation and the other people that got name dropped when Cardi B was on her spaces. We're going to be talking about the Remy, the Jason Lees, the Rihannas. It's a lot of people that she name dropped, all in a quest to go against Joe Budden. Okay, and for some reason I feel like, well, she really did this and exposed herself and the industry and how dirty it has always been and how much of biased these critics are. Okay, Akademiks also, it seems like they have got a relationship, and so yeah, do stay tuned as I continue to break down the bias, the chaos, and the manipulation. Okay, like I'm gonna do it the way that I was doing it in the previous video, just a little snippet of what she had to say and exactly my interpretation and narration of that entire situation. If this is not your cup of coffee, I totally understand, but for those who want to get educated or want to get the things that I also discovered, please do stay tuned.
See, I have also never gotten a lap dance from this lady. Bro, I gave you a lap dance 2 times. Started. You was high. High as on coke. Smell that coke through your breath. That's one thing. Second of all, and actually, that's not even nothing to brag about.
Well, if she's saying that it's nothing to brag about, so why is she bringing up in this entire conversation? Because previously she did mention this entire lip dance situation, and at this point, I don't know if that's the blackmail that she uses against these men to say that, oh well, I'm gonna expose you, because now she's talking about Joe Budden doing the C word. That is a very, very strong allegation, and it's the audacity for her for doing that. Okay, I cannot believe that this is the same woman who was out there suing Tasha K and stuff like that, asking her to bring out evidence, and she's going on Twitter Spaces accusing Joe Budden of doing the C word. You guys, literally, that's what she's doing. And so I don't know, is that the reason why Joe Budden has always been, handling her with kid gloves? Is it because of the relations, the dancing and, the C word thing that's coming out of her mouth that they have? I cannot believe that in 2024, this is the state of hip hop, where a rapper is lashing at a hip hop critic and saying that, well, you should not say anything negative about me. If you don't have anything positive to say, don't say anything, to a whole hip hop critic, and bringing up a lap dance as if the lap dance is supposed to impact how this critic is supposed, to criticize the music. This is absolutely insane. I cannot believe that the community is watching art being reduced to this. Such a sacred art is being reduced to reality TV shenanigans. Such a sacred art is being reduced, you guys, to, oh my God, strip club shenanigans. This is the state of hip hop in 2024. And you guys want us to take Joe Budden seriously as a hip hop critic. And you guys are out here ranking this man on Complex. Oh my God. As an influential hip hop critic, and we're supposed to take him seriously. And how he behaves after this rant is going to determine who exactly he is in as far as being, a critic that has to be taken seriously is concerned. Because you cannot go and key with this woman after she has reduced you to this. But I promise you, because she's ambiguous, Joe Budden is going to be laughing and sitting and breaking bread with her the next day. I promise you. She's not going to face any consequences. But had it been any other female rapper, it would have been different. Lap dances, you guys. Lap dances. Oh my God. If this is not insane, I don't know what is.
Have only talked bad things about me. Bad things about me. Constantly. Why? Because you got an interview? And the fact about it is that you don't even have to do that. Because I know for a fact you to do that. You just do that to pander. Like if I did something to you all the time, I gotta connect in Atlantic. I gotta connect in. Don't.
Now, there is that manipulative part that I was talking about. Now, she's trying to make it seem like she's facing criticism because Joe Budden got an interview with Nicki Minaj. which is very insane to me. She cannot acknowledge the fact that people are saying her music sucks because it actually sucks. That's how you know she's delusional. She really in her mind thinks that she's above criticism and that if somebody criticizes her, it's because they've got an agenda, because they are cool with Nicki Minaj. Are you serious right now? In one breath, she's saying, oh, wow, it's got nothing to do. It's not about that person because I know that. So she's trying to say that Nicki Minaj is not asking these people to speak bad about her and that Joe Budden's just speaking bad about her just so, he can score points with Nicki Minaj. She thinks that what she did back then during the H train is what Nicki Minaj is doing right now. Except it's different. It is different. Nicki does not have to go on these podcasts and ask these men to drag you. No, she doesn't have to do that. Because Joe is not even dragging you if we look at it. They don't even go that hard on you. And the irony of it that like in 2024, now you're seeing how bad it is to drag another person just to uplift another one. But you were laughing all this time when they were doing it during the H train. They're even still doing right now. Go to the Breakfast Club. What do? When has Nicki Minaj ever came out and complained about that? Charlamagne literally admitted to being biased towards you because you went for personal gains. It's, on another one, it's a lap dance. On another one, you're going to their child's birthday. On another one, allegedly payola. On another one, you're going to their shadiest awards. And they bash Nicki Minaj. But all of a sudden, you're the victim in this entire situation. She's very manipulative, you guys. She is absolutely manipulative. Oh my God. She's very manipulative. And if you guys don't pick this up, she's trying to say to Joe Budden, oh, be kind to me. I'm not going to stop you from praising Nicki Minaj. I'm not going to stop you from being friends with Nicki Minaj. Just don't bash me whilst you're doing it. Just don't criticize me whilst you're doing it. She wants to kumbaya now that she has realized that people are over her. And this entire lashing at bloggers thing and critics thing, she does that all the time. And that is done to capture their attention so that she can have a platform or a reason to sit down with them. Because as it was right now, she had no reason to sit down with Joe Budden and say, well, speak positively about me, or, well, here's my album, listen to it. So she goes on these rants to capture these bloggers and critics. I promise you this girl is going to go on the Joe Budden podcast. I promise you she's going to go and do an interview. I promise you that album that she's singing about, Joe Budden is going to go and listen to that. And that's how much compromised these hip-hop critics are. That's how much of a joke the art has become.
That's the issue. This ain't about no females. This ain't about no niggas. This ain't about nobody. And how people switch on you for no reason. Because I was cool with this. And I always praised him because he was the first person to give me an interview. I wasn't even signed, and this person gave me an interview. All of a sudden, you acting like you got one interview. For what? I know for a fact that wasn't even required to me. So why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? So why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? I ain't doing. Now it's this girl. Now it's this girl. Now I promise you, I can show you. I will never call her this girl. Now I'm this girl. Now I'm Cardi.
Switching on me for no reason. Does that sound familiar? Do you know who else was switched on for no apparent reason? No reason whatsoever? It was Nicki Minaj. Despite her being extremely talented and organically and authentically coming up in the industry, they switched up on her for you. When you have no talent, literally you cannot write, you don't bring anything to hip hop except your position of privilege out of being a Dominican. That's what you bring to hip hop. Because you get away with the things that nobody else gets away with. But still, they switched on Cardi B. They switched on Nicki Minaj, Imagine how she felt just waking up. And these people that you were giving interviews left, right, and center, you haven't done anything to. They are colluding. It's an entire industry colluding against you, switching on you for no apparent reason. And you're out here lashing out because what? Because one person gave you criticism, which was not even hard. Like, what makes you feel like you're above criticism? That you're Dominican. No, seriously, you guys, this is what gets me. Okay, she's out there talking about switched up on me, just because what? Because people are asking you where your album is. How do you think Nicki Minaj felt back then? This is what, honestly, they deserve everything that's coming to them, these men, okay? Because they brought this upon themselves. They literally brought this upon themselves. Oh my God.
I've been giving you 2 years, sparing you for 2 years. Even when I call you out, I don't even disrespect you. You always try me. Always try me. Drake, no nice paragraph. I'm going to come at you. I'm going to shine that head of yours. I'm going to shine. Talking about, yeah, Atlantic said that if Cardi don't drop it, they're just going to drop her album and release it. How? F, who's in possession of my music? Just me. That it, just me. So what are you talking about? Oh yeah, Cardi and Offset got into it for publicity. For what? What that did for my career? So why you acting like you want it? No, you just want to talk down on it. But then you play it off. But no, I love Cardi. I love Cardi. No, you don't. And let me tell you the difference between me and you, Joe Button. Like, it's like, yes, you are a great artist, and I feel like you do have credentials to critique rap because you are a great rapper. But there's a difference between me and you. You quit. You quit your You quit. You quit being an artist. I would never quit. You wanna know why? Because I could never tell my kids that I'm a quitter. Whether I fail, lose, I could fail, I could lose, I could flop. I'm never gonna quit. You quit. You quit. I'm never gonna quit. I'm never gonna quit. I'm not a quitter. I'd rather procrastinate than be a quitter. I've never been a quitter. Whether I could do something or not, I'm not gonna quit. You quit. You quit on your passion. You quit on your passion, bro. You did. And it's crazy because I remember around 2014, 15. No, I think it was a little bit before that. When you put that song out with Bottle, she don't put it down like you, down, down like you, down, down like you. She don't put it down like you. Like, that song was fire and you kept going. But guess what? Why you didn't keep going? Why you didn't keep going? Because you a quitter. You quit. You quit easily. I'm not going to quit easily because I got kids too.
The manipulation stuff, you guys, the her bringing in Drake into this conversation is her trying to recruit. She's trying to not only recruit Drake to her side, but trying to recruit the Drake fans to her side. Because since when did she become the spokesperson for Drake? Okay, she knows exactly what she's doing. She knows exactly why she's name dropping these artists. She knows exactly what she's doing, you guys. You know, you think she doesn't know the proximity that Nicki Minaj has with Drake? And you think that hey, just bringing in Drake into this entire conversation is coincidence? It's insane to me when I listen to her. She really thinks she can outsmart people, but it's only her dummies that she has hexed allegedly, or that she has cast spells on. Those are the only dummies that she can confuse with this entire manipulation and these tactics of hers. It doesn't even make sense. Now, did you hear her complimenting Joe Budden, saying that, oh wow, at the end of the day, you're a great rapper, and I feel like you can be a critic? That is gaslighting and narcissistic behavior at its finest. Insulting Joe Budden, say that, oh wow, you're such a great critic. That is her, like I told you, she's baiting the men, and we're gonna see exactly if this man is smart after how he handles this girl, because this girl is literally playing with him in her hands. Let us see how this is gonna turn out. Let us see how Joe Budden is going to do. And the Drake mention is strategic, you guys, because this is not the only time that she mentioned Drake. She also mentioned Drake in another video. I think I went and said that because I've already spoken about the Drake situation. So now she's trying to recruit Drake. Let's move on to the other things that she spoke about.
Rapper. Yo, y'all gotta listen to Joe Budden for the past 2 years. He compared me to the seasoned girls, the veterans. He compared me to the newest of the newest girls. He don't compare the newest to the newest girls to each other. Cause I feel like the newest to the newest girls, they're kind of like in like a new league. You know what I'm saying? Like they're the new league. He don't compare them to each other. He compares the new girls to me. He compared the old girls to me. He compared everybody to me. Everybody's so doing so good, and I'm doing so bad. Yet he always compares somebody to me. When another girl drops an album or drop the project, they could do 25K, they could do 20K, they could do this and that, because people are not going to talk about it. They're going to talk about it for a whole week. If I don't go top 10 with one song on a billboard, I get stripped down.
Now, has she forgotten that this entire top 10 thing, she's the one that actually brought it into conversation when she was bragging about how all her records live in the top 10? She brought this standard upon herself, and now all of a sudden, it's another person's problem. It's another person problem that they're holding accountable to her own words. Does that even make any sense? This is the delusion that I've been talking about, you guys.
Am I meant to be? Because I went to a school for musical theaters and technology. Like I used to sing when I was younger. But in high school, I felt like I wasn't the best singer. But for some reason, teachers used to be like, "Yo, you're gonna be famous one day." And I always used to be like, "But what is it about me? What is it about me that people always say that I was born with this light?"
This entire I went to school for theater thing that she's trying to push, for me, it's always hilarious, because at what point as a people are we going to say this girl is obsessed, and are we going to accept the lunatry? Okay, there's no such word. I just made that up. But like this is beginning to be creepy, you guys. What in the Lifetime movie are we watching? Like what is happening, you guys? What in the obsession is this? At this point, I'm sure if she could, she would hire a teacher to come out, like, that Nicki Minaj teacher that came out saying that, oh, I've always known Onika. I didn't know that she's now Nicki Minaj. She would be able to do that. Like, if she could do that, she's capable of doing that, you guys. She literally is capable of doing that. Oh my God. You guys, is she okay? At this point, you guys, I'm now worried for her, because mentally something is off. The obsession of wanting to leave or relive Nicki Minaj's story is insane to this to this extent. Oh my God.
And matter of fact, there's something special about you too, Joe Button. There's something really special about you too, because there's a lot of music critics, but people take your criticism very seriously, because there is something special about you. There is something special about you, but there's something special about me that none.
Okay, where are we headed with this? Do we still have any direction? Now we're telling Joe Budden that, well, he's special. Honestly speaking, you guys, this girl is losing it. She's literally losing her mind, because they lied to her. The music did her dirty. They lied to her. They made her feel like she's special, and they made her think that, well, she's where she is because she's talented. Like that, they fed into her delusions, and it's crazy to watch her spiraling like this. Because at this point, where are we headed with this entire conversation? Now we're telling Joe Budden that he's special. Oh my God. I'm sure he doesn't have people who give them who gives them these affirmations, because what is this? You know what? Let me just rush to the Jason Lee part and the Remy Ma part and the Akademiks part as well, because this is becoming, we're going nowhere. We're headed nowhere right now.
And I really, 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 really hate that I had to come to this way with Joe Button, because no lie, he was one of the first people to give me a interview. Like I don't even think my teeth were fixed. Yo, I had my real hair out. I had a Dominican blowout when he gave me an interview. I was so excited. Everything. All of a sudden changed up on me. Why you changed up? Because somebody you a whole man. Why you doing that? Picking sides like that. You picking sides like for a very long time. And that's not even required. That wasn't even required. Get your money. You could get your money. I don't. I've never been the type of person like, oh yeah, with this person. You don't even have to do that, but you decided to do that. I don't know how you became a respect. You went from being a respectable critic, because I feel like you are a very respectable critic. I feel like you could criticize people's music because you're a great artist. I just don't like when you be fake instigating.
It's the delusion for me, you guys. So she's actually convincing herself right now that Joe was a respectable critic during the S train. That's what she's believing right now. That's what she believes when she looks at us. Like, oh my God, now you've lost your credibility because now you're criticizing me and you're saying that my music is bad. You don't understand that Joe Budden trying to be neutral. He's even trying. He's not even doing it properly. Otherwise, if he was doing it properly, you wouldn't even have the strength to actually come out here and lash like you're doing. Okay, so this is Joe Budden trying to redeem himself, because at some point all of these guys looked like clowns because they were trying to support and push you onto people. So it's actually vice versa, Cardi B. Somebody tell her that it's actually vice versa. These guys lost credibility because of you. Oh my God. She's so delusional. And you see how she keeps on bringing up the Nicki Minaj interview? She keeps on bringing up the Nicki Minaj interview just because you got an interview. Oh, God, get your money. It's not about Nicki Minaj. Your music is bad. It is bad. You don't have an album. You don't have an album. What does that have anything to do? How does that have anything to do with Nicki Minaj? Like, why are you out there? Oh my God, interview. Get your money. Get your coins. Trying to reduce every criticism, actual criticism on your music, trying to make it seem like, well, because people started being neutral and being objective when it comes to the talent that Nicki Minaj has, all of a sudden you feel like they're being biased. Are you mad? You're the only person who thinks Nicki is on your level. Do you understand? You're the literal only person. I promise you, if you ask your friend Ken Barbie right now, if he's honest enough, he will tell you that you are nowhere near Nicki Minaj. How could you think that people praising Nicki Minaj and the music and what she's doing, they're doing just because they want to score points with her? No, she's actually talented. People praised you to score points with your record label, and allegedly payolarization was happening. So stop it. Quit with the delusion. Oh my God, seek a therapist
that
or
just goes to
something.
show you that it's like you're poking me, you poking me, you poking me, you poking me, just like you poke it's like you poke Drake, just like you poke this, just like you poke everybody else, and it's like, why are you poking me? Delusional. I am a very great observer. Okay, I'm a great observer. Like back in the days, somebody says same thing Joe Budden does to Cardi is the same thing Academics and Jason Lee do to him. But Cardi has no problem breaking bread with the two as a. First of all, I don't like when y'all be trying to say that, like, oh, Jason Lee put women down. Because one thing about Jason Lee, there's women that are talented that y'all be breaking down every single day that he be sending flowers to. Thank you very much. Day. Every single day, y'all put her ears. Greatest rap to me, she's an amazing rapper. And it's like the people and he sent her flowers personally and always remind her how, and he always uplift women.
Guys, no, like seriously. At this point, I'm just wondering what kind of conversations she be having with people, because she cannot even tell that she's being a hypocrite right now. She's literally sitting there and saying that just because Jason Lee is cool with a couple of women, then it's justified. Then he's a good guy. But when it comes to Joe Budden, he has to love everybody. But I think that Joe Budden actually does love everybody because, well, he does not even, do a quarter of the things that Messi Lee does. We all watched Academics. We all watched Jason Lee antagonize Nicki Minaj to the point where he was like, oh, I'm gonna sue you, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that. And she has the audacity to sit on there saying that he's a good person because what? Because he sent Remy Ma flowers, and Remy Ma has got a beef with Nicki Minaj, and you don't like Nicki Minaj, so now you're acting like you're kumbaya with Remy Ma. Like, come on. Does she even realize how absurd she sounds right now? And there you will see another person still supporting this buffoonery. Like, what is this? You will literally see another person defending this nonsense. So it's okay for other women to be dragged by your friends. But when it comes to you, that's where we draw the line. And when you actually look at it, what you're crying about is not even being dragged. People are criticizing your music. And your friends do worse than that. Your man was out there clowning this woman's husband, and Jason Lee was out there, spinning the narrative, trying to make it seem like it's not, trying to sabotage this woman's rollout. How vile are you? That's why she doesn't have peace. How can you have peace when you're this crazy? And all this name dropping about Remy Ma Drake, Remy Ma Drake, Remy Ma Drake. She's trying to gather, people to her side. She's trying to recruit people to her side. She really is still stuck back in 2018, 2019, where it was Remy Ma, and, Remy Ma was fighting all these battles on her behalf. She's still hoping Remy Ma will be John the Baptist again for her to clear the way and probably diss Nicki Minaj so that she can get momentum again. She's living in the past. She hasn't realized that, that ship has literally sailed. It has sailed. It's not happening. The S train is not happening again. So I think it's high time she lets go of this entire situation, because you cannot tell me that you're trying to prove a point that Jason Lee is a lovely person because Jason Lee sends flowers to Remy Ma. Meanwhile, Jason Lee is Nicki Minaj's sworn enemy. And so it's clear why Jason Lee is being nice to Remy Ma, because of course she did Shida. So to bring that even in this conversation as, a point to argue on, I'm just looking at her like, go bye. This girl is delusional, and people that are around her need to give her a reality check, because this is crazy. Oh my God, I cannot believe that there are people who are actually blind to this. Yeah, okay. The next thing, she's going to bring in Rihanna. The insanity of this girl is on another level, okay? You
think Rihanna loves Jason Lee because what? He's funny or something? No, because there's and I have gotten so many intense nasty ass Jason Lee. Y'all wouldn't even believe it. But there could be periods that me and Jason Lee don't talk for 6 months. And if I'm going online, he will send me like a paragraph, or he'll send me some flowers, and he always reminds.
Now, where does Rihanna fit in this entire narrative? Honestly speaking, what's the point to prove? So are you telling me that just because somebody hangs with Rihanna, all of a sudden they become good people? What's to say that he doesn't have anything on the go? Like, what's to say that? Honestly speaking, you can't be telling me that really you're selling, you trying to sell us this argument that this man is a good person is because, Rihanna hangs around with him. Are you mad? And she's also not slow, you guys. She's doing that intentionally. She's trying to recreate an army against Nicki Minaj, against anybody who supports Nicki Minaj. She's trying to intimidate people so that they do not show Nicki Minaj some love. That's what exactly she's trying to do. She's not even, slow. She knows what she's doing right now. She's very strategic with everything. She knows she's trying to intimidate people, to blow this out of proportion, to make people scared of showing Nicki Minaj some love or holding her accountable. She doesn't want to be held accountable. So that's why she's doing all these theatrics and things like that. She's still setting the tone and the pace for when her album comes out so that people are scared to criticize her. She disgusts me, you guys. Like, what kind of a human being is this? Like, what kind of a witch does this? It's very disgusting. Like, what is this, you guys? Oh my God. And now you're telling us that Jason Lee sends you flowers. So what? Your friends. Your friends do show, do send you flowers. You do fight with your friends. We're talking about him being a good person to people that is not friends with. That's what we're talking about. Your problem is you want to make every blogger your friend. Joe Budden and Nicki Minaj are not friends, okay? So this entire narrative of her saying, oh my God, besties, no, they're not friends. Nicki is not out there fishing, for friendship from these bloggers. When you see them genuinely, shout her out, they genuinely appreciate her as an artist. She didn't feel the need to come and form, friendships with these people so that they say nice things about her. She doesn't need to do all of that. You're the one who's obsessed with friendships with bloggers, not Nicki Minaj. So, why would Nicki Minaj, literally, if I send flowers to my friends, does that mean that I'm a good person to everybody? That's the example that she's giving with Jason Lee. She's insane, you guys. And I hope Rihanna realizes that, she's getting now, pulled into these things that she doesn't need. Because that woman is a businesswoman. That woman is a billionaire. That woman is not trying to annoy any fan bases. Because she does know that these are the people that buy a product. So why are you dragging her in this mess? Seriously. Now I see why Rihanna was called to her, like at that Jusundi party, because it seems like once you hang with her, she would try and entangle you in all the shenanigans that she has going on. Why are you trying? Because now when you keep saying, oh, Rihanna is cool with Justin Lee, oh, Rihanna is cool, you're trying to turn certain fan bases against her. And this is a woman who's running an entire brand. But then again, what do you know about having your own brand when all you do is whip shots and knorr soup? Anyway, let's hear what she had to say.
When it comes to academics, I never broke bread with academics, but I have had a lot of conversations with academics, and I do respect his opinion. What he got going on with other people, I will. I sometimes I don't like it. Like I don't like it, but it's like I can't get in his. I can't get. I have talked to academics because there has been time that he has criticized me, and it's like, okay, I want to hear your opinion because he in the industry. Like, I want to hear your opinion. Like, what do you think of this, and that? And he'll literally tell me. Like, when was it? There was this one time that something happened between me and Offset, and something funny, and I was like, do you think like I was like, do you? How does that make me feel? He's like, oh well, from this and that point of view, this how you look. From this and that, this how you look, and that's it.
This girl is so much low self-esteem. Oh my God. And she thinks she can manipulate people. Well, she's very transparent. Now, here mentioning academics like this is trying to make sure that when the album comes out, academics is going to be on her side. Because tell me why we need to know that you guys are giving each other marital advice. And she thinks this is some sort of flex or this is some sort of validation when it comes to academics. Like, seriously, why would you come and tell us that, well, academics is out there giving you marital advice, and the same academics is the academics that's going to be critiquing your album? You're compromising his position. You're compromising how he looks when he sits out there reviewing anything that you have done. She doesn't even understand that. She doesn't even realize that. She's thinking that she can use the Amon Wiggins tactics on the likes of Joe Budden and academics. She thinks that, she can control them how she controls Ken Bobby and Amon Wiggins. The absurdity of it, especially when it comes to Joe Budden. Like, it's very appealing how she thinks like she can use the same tactics that she uses on Amon Wiggins on Joe Budden. Like, seriously. And that's exactly what she's trying to do with academics in this entire situation. So now, and the hypocrisy of it all, academics went in hard on Bongo 2 when the Tory Lane situation was going on. And Bongo 2 is supposed to be your friend. But you're sitting there saying that, well, academics is a good person because you consult him about, your marriage and things like that. But you don't care that he was out there dragging your friend. So it's okay if these men drag all these other girls but don't drag you, then that means that they're good people. That's what she's basically saying. That as long as she's not getting dragged, then they are good people. And they are not being biased. But if it's other people, well, it doesn't really matter. Anybody who criticizes her or who holds her accountable, oh my God, they are not good people. I don't understand people who are still getting manipulated by this girl, because is it the hex that they talk about? Is it a spell? Are you guys under a spell? Like, what is happening? Blood of Jesus to you. Honestly, get delivered. Be delivered from the curse. Because what is this? You cannot see the manipulative tactics of this girl. You really can't. Anyway, you guys, let me listen if there's anything still worth listening to what she was talking about. Well, I am back, you guys. It seems like the rest of everything that she said, that was just here ranting and, saying all these unnecessary things and stuff like that. So I do hope that now you get the entire picture, the full picture of how this girl is very manipulative and how she's trying to recreate an H train for the second time. I really do hope that Nicki Minaj remains quiet. And I hope that when she starts doing all these shenanigans, when her album comes out, the Barbs do a blackout. Even when she goes on rants, I hope that even Jitavia, I hope that the girlies, I hope that everybody pays her dust, because if she wants to manipulate these men into praising her album, of course they can do that. They can rate each other 30 out of 10 if they want, but that does not always translate into sales. Okay. That being said, today she even dropped a song even after this entire rant. I haven't even listened to the song. I've not seen people talking about the song even after this rant. So that just goes to show you that, you know what, sometimes when your time is up, your time is up. When you do evil stuff, it catches up with you. Okay. It really does catch up with you. It does. Okay, because what we're witnessing right now is somebody in denial, somebody who thought that they had the whole world and the industry on their fingertips. I don't know what they told her in those early meetings that they had when they were trying to sign her. I don't know what they promised her, but it seems like right now it hasn't clicked in her head that it's not happening. The H train is over and Nicki Minaj survived. Like, you want to come out here crying, oh my God, why is Joe Budden saying this about me? But you laugh and kiki with Charlamagne the God. And what is that man known for? What is that man known for? So it's okay when these men are attacking every other woman who's not you, but all hell breaks loose when somebody does so much as hold you accountable or ask you where your album is. That's where we draw the line. Because what? Because what, honestly? Like, I want to know, you guys, what is so special about this girl that makes her superior than Beyonce? Because even Beyonce gets criticized. What's so special about this girl that makes us, even better than Rihanna? Because even Rihanna gets criticized. What's so special about this girl that makes her better than Nicki Minaj? Because even Nicki Minaj gets it even way worse. So what is it about you that people have to stand and say, we could never hold you accountable, we could never question you? Because what? Because you're signed to that, record label? Because what? This is what they promised. They made this girl feel like, she's the savior in the female rap streets. She cannot stand. The problem she has with Joe is she cannot stand Joe giving objective criticism or critiquing Nicki Minaj's work. She's so used to the H train. She's so used to all these men praising her and coddling her. So she cannot stand that. That's why she kept on emphasizing, oh, you're best at this. Oh, you're best at that. You look crazy. You look insane when you say things like that. You look jealous. She sounds insane, especially when she was like, everybody has been tiptoeing around it. Who's everybody? You and Ken Babi. Like, who's everybody in this entire conversation? Tiptoeing around what? So you don't want Nicki Minaj to sit on an interview with Joe Budden? Because what? Back to center for all those curses and hexes that she allegedly might have spent on people, because this is witch behavior. Not even a nice witch, but a bad witch behavior. This bad voodoo behavior, dark voodoo behavior. Oh my God. Let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. Thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. I hope you enjoyed this session. We just had to do it for the record, to keep the receipts, because we do know that in the future she's going to be coming with shenanigans. So until my next one, see you.